Hello family, I'm back. So I had some questions about some things under some videos and on my Instagram with some people who were like, they follow me on my YouTube, which I think is super cool. Hey. And so I wanted to answer those questions today. And then a little. Okay. Why did I start locking? So about 5, 6. It has been over 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's been almost 9 years since I returned my hair to the natural state. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, almost 9 years. And the biggest move for me was I always wanted locks. I really did. When I was in college, I wanted locks. I just didn't have the courage to cut my hair, and I wasn't really familiar with the whole natural process. Like, I didn't know anything about that for real. Like, I was still relaxing my hair and dyeing it like blonde and some other colors, and I was on a whole other tip. And this is not to say there's anything wrong with that, but I was just that was the phase I was in. I was in a short hair, dye my hair, color my hair. I had a homegirl who was really good at doing hair, so every time something came up, she was like, we should dye our hair, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. I'm surprised I wasn't bald, actually. So when I got in the military, I got married. And about a year after that, I finally just cut my hair all the way off. And I cut my hair off with the intent of locking my hair. And so I cut it off, but I didn't have the courage at first. So I was getting it braided, and I was getting a bunch of stuff done to it. And then I was getting sew-ins, and I was like, well, maybe I'll grow it out first, and I'm just going to wear it loose natural. When it comes to my hair, what I've learned, apparently only when I have locks, though, is that I don't really have patience with my hair. So the entire process was very tedious for me. Long story short, I just put my hair in some like 2-strand twists one day and left it. And I was in Korea at the time, so I think a couple months passed and my hair began to kind of lock together. I came back to the States and I realized, like, which actually now that I think about it, I should have left it the way it was. But the universe spins as it spins for a reason. So for whatever reason, it was hard to maintain is what it was, because it was freeformed. And at the time, I hadn't quite wrapped my mind around being freeformed or even how to truly maintenance my hair. So I went to this loctician, Paris. Hey P, I set. She's no longer in Memphis, but she started my locks for me. And she kept my hair up for me the entire time that my hair was locked. That I chose to have my hair maintained. That was the first set. The first set I had for about 4.5 years. The first about 2.5, 3 years, she kept my hair maintained. The first 2 years, like every month, every other year after that, when I was doing competitions, figure and fitness competitions, I would go home and let her do them. And it might be getting a retwist every 7 to 8 months. With that, my hair began to evolve and change, and it started looking kind of like what you see now, except I had a whole bunch of maintained locks on the end of that, and I just couldn't stand it. So she trimmed it and was like, hey, you know, you got to cut it. If you don't like how it looks, you got to cut it. So she cut it, and I hated it. And so actually I just cut it myself. So one day I was looking in the mirror and I was just like, I can't. And I chopped it all off. And then I went to a barber and let them give me a low fade, like this much hair fade, like that much hair fade, like, and I let it grow back out. I kind of began that same process again, except this time around, because I was like, well, maybe I need to be loose natural. No, I don't need to be loose natural. I don't think that's the stage I ever need to be in, actually. So as I kind of went through that process, I was just like, Ty, stop playing yourself. So I was like, I can do this. I've had my hair maintained for all of these years. I've watched YouTube videos. I don't fancy myself a professional, but I know my hair. I was like, I can do this. So I did. I just went in the mirror and parted and started braiding. This set was started with braids, box braids, and I left them. And as they grew out, I just kind of braided the hair at the roots along the body of the locks. And it is what you see today. What you see today has been combined quite a few times, about 5 times at least. And I'm still doing some things here and there with that. Another question I got was about the size of my locks. when I was combining, what was my end goal? That's a really good question. Thank you for asking. That'll help me focus myself. So a muse for me was Lauryn Hill. A muse for me was Valerie June. I love these sisters' locks. I loved her, Lauryn Hill. She looked like a lioness. Her hair was just big at the roots and all these locks everywhere. And I was like, yes, Lauryn, give. So I was like, I want my hair like that. Conversely, I saw Valerie June's and I was like, oh my God, the flatness and the thickness of her locks is perfect. Now, nobody's hair is exactly the same as somebody else's hair. You might have a similar texture, but it's not exactly the same, in my opinion. So I was kind of like, but I'll never be able to have my hair exactly like Lauryn Hill or exactly like Valerie June. So let me find the best balance. So when I started this set of locks, I felt like I was kind of where I wanted to be. I knew I wasn't going to be getting my hair professionally maintained at all. I'm not going to say ever, but at all. So in the 2 years and some change I've had my hair now, I've never gone to a loctician and got my hair done. So at about the, I want to say a little over a year, I started to recognize that my hair started looking cylindrical. And what I really wanted for this set was flat locks. So I was like, you know, what I need to do. So I stopped braiding hair down the body a lot. So the question was, what's my goal for size? Well, my goal for size with this one would be to be, I'm sorry, I'm trying to see if I can find a lock that looks exactly like how I want it to look. I'm actually not opposed to the different sizes that I have in my hair too. That's something that I've kind of grown around to. Semi-freeforming has taught me that as long as I'm not regularly doing my hair is probably going to be combining in spots and getting thicker in spots. And I have no intention of maintaining my hair professionally or retwisting my hair. I just, my profession is I'm a trainer by craft and a group instructor. And so that's not something I'm ever going to be okay with because one, right now my hair is not long enough in my opinion for me to be kind of trying to retwist it. Because I work out every day and I teach a class almost every other day-ish. So my hair is that's just not maintainable for me. So this gives me the freedom to be a part of my craft and not have to worry about my hair. Another question that people asking me was, what am I using right now? Just rose water right now. Rose water and water. I'm not using any vitamin E oil because as I said, as it's gotten warmer, I feel like how my hair responds to that is just not as good as it was when it was really, really hot outside. And so I noticed I had some dandruff. And the only thing I was using on my hair was really the rose water and vitamin E oil. So I nixed the vitamin E oil and I'm just using the rose water. Let's see what else. I did dye my hair. I dyed my hair about 2 months ago-ish, give or take. And I like it. Initially, I was a little pissed because I was really going for this fiery red, but my hair always lasted me when it's time to dye my hair. So if I were to dye my hair again, I would probably just bite the bullet and go to a professional and let them lift my hair and take my hair to the color that I wanted. I really would love a fiery red, but the only time I've ever had a fiery red with my locks was when my hair I had to take it lighter first to get it red. And I really don't want to bleach my hair this set around. I like how thick my hair is, like how healthy my hair is, and I do feel like that's due to the fact that I've not been doing what I did with my last set, which was dyeing the shit out of my hair regularly because I was like, I got locks, I'm good. Not really, bruh. Because I definitely noticed as I started going through when I was combining my locks, what I noticed was that there were lots of locks that were thin that were like the ends were just like hanging on by a thread, and that's from all that damn bleach and shit I was putting in my hair. So that's something that I will not be repeating with this set of locks. Or I will be, if I decide to dye my hair, like I said, I will just bite the bullet if I'm trying to go red and go to a professional and allow them to lift it for me so that I can be able to properly maintain the hair without kind of what it was when I was doing it. I have lock jewelry in my hair. I do. I have things that are combined, which I showed in another video, but for those who are brand spanking new here, these are some new combinations. This is a new combination. This one. I actually feel like this is going to be the one lock that I use when it gets longer to like swoop around and secure the rest of my hair. How bomb would that be, right? I got vision for my hair, y'all. So here, these two I'm going to combine. I just committed to it. That's my baby lock, as you can see. Because it'll fuck around and be a whole other part of this one. These two will likely be combined as well. The back of my locks are super thick. I like the back of my locks. I think those are good. The volume I have in the top I feel like is good, so I really don't see myself making adjustments there. But yeah, this is where we're at. Like, I love it. I love it. I feel like, as I say before, and I'm gonna continue to repeat this, is returning my hair to its natural state was the best decision I've ever made. There's no question to that at all. Being semi-freeform is the best decision I've ever made. There's no question to that at all. I don't regret anything about the way my hair is right now. Nothing. The process of getting my hair to this, I regret nothing. It was the best decision I've ever made because I feel more beautiful now than I ever felt when I had a sew-in or when I had micro braids or when I had braids to the scalp. I feel like when I look at pictures of myself and I look at pictures of myself now and I look at pictures of myself when my hair was relaxed or when I had braids or whatever, I'm just like, damn, I don't even feel like I look at the same person. I just feel like there's something about wearing your crown, your natural crown, my preference, that just makes you shine. So I have no regrets in regards to that. I'm excited to see what my hair does in the next year because this is 2 years, and because my locks are so thick, they don't show length as much. But I'm actually okay with that because my first set of locks taught me to have patience with that, because when my hair was shorter, I was like, oh, I wish my hair was long. And then when my hair was long, it stayed in a huge bun on top of my hair, on my head, because it was so long and it was so hot all the time. Or when I went to bed, I had to have this huge pineapple. I never wore my hair down. I didn't wear bonnets. I wore my hair pulled up in a big old pineapple, and I would wrap a silk scarf around the edges. And that was it. So right now, I'm just going to embrace my hair at every single stage and accept the beauty that is at every single stage, and I'm not going to complain. Will I be excited when my hair is long? Shit, yeah, I'll be excited when my hair is long. But I'm in a rush because I feel like right now at this stage where I can get up and go and it's a little less effort required of me, that makes me feel pretty good too. Uniformity in my locks I'm not really concerned about. So like I said, there are going to be some locks just based off of the ones I've combined that are going to be way thicker than the rest of them, and that's okay. Because my hair this is my crown. It doesn't look like anybody else's. I'm not trying to achieve anyone else's look, and that's the beautiful thing about having a muse. So there's something wrong with looking at someone's hair and admiring their hair, but what do you want yours to look like? Like, I want my hair to have a personality all of its own. I want it to take on a life all of its own. So it might never look like Lauryn Hill's or like Valerie June's, but it's gonna look like TL's, and that's damn good enough for me. That's it for now. If you're not already, subscribe to my channel. Hey boo hey, like and subscribe in the box below so that when I post videos you can get updates. And tell me about your locks. What are you doing with your hair? Are you freeform? Are you loose natural? Are you maintenance? What brought you to my channel? And let's just interact with each other and keep each other accountable. I think that's all for now, family. Love and light. Bye.